Senator John Kennedy joining me now. Well, in light of what happened, this massive attack by Russia right on the heels of the peace summit here in Washington, is it time to roll out the sanctions?
Here's what I see, David. Dealing with President Putin is like hand feeding a shark. You can't trust him. Yes, he's charming. So was Ted Bundy. Number two, Putin doesn't really want peace. Putin wants Ukraine. That doesn't mean he won't make a deal if he's under enough pressure. Number three, the ball's in President Putin's court. I would give him a reasonable amount of time, weeks, not months, to show that he is in good faith. If he doesn't, number four, the president's got to make a decision. He can walk away. I think that would be a mistake morally and politically, or he can inflict pain. I would begin by seizing all of the foreign assets of Russia in Western countries' jurisdiction. That's about $300 billion. I would give that money to Ukraine to fight the war. And then I would figure out a way, through sanctions or otherwise, to cut off his cash flow, which means cutting off his sales of oil. The final point I would make, Europe is doing better, but it's not doing enough. Europe has 5 times more people than Russia. Europe is richer than Russia. It has 10 times more money. I know the Europeans, they're our friends. I respect that, but and they like to take August off. But Putin's not taking August off. Europe needs to do more.
All right, that sums it up. I want to bring it back home, Senator, because we're just getting breaking news. The New York State Appeals Court has thrown out that massive civil fraud penalty against President Trump. A panel of 5 judges said the verdict, which stood to cost Trump about $500 million, was excessive. That's their word. What do you make of all this? Does this put an end to the sort of lawfare campaign against him?
Well, unless you got your law degree from Costco, I think most attorneys realized that that New York was going to lose this on appeal. That they picked a defendant, President Trump, and then went looking for a law to prosecute him on. I mean, that's what they all said they were going to do, and they did it. But it was a loser from the get-go.
Yeah, it seems that it is just one of several wins that the president is going to be making in the coming weeks. Go ahead.
I was just going to say, if you want to hide something from the people who prosecuted this case, put it in a law book.
Right. But still, you have those 31 uncharged misdemeanors that were magically turned into felonies that were against him. Do you think the New York legal establishment is going to lose on that one as well on appeal?
Well, they should be embarrassed. Yes, they will. I mean, it was always preposterous, and everybody knew it was preposterous, and everybody knew it was political.
Senator, economically, there's a new phrase inside the Beltway called pocket rescissions. This is an attempt to give the president kind of a line item veto dealing with the budget without it having to go through Congress like the regular rescissions do. Supreme Court weighed in on line item vetoes back in '96 and didn't like it. They thought it was unconstitutional. How do you think the pocket rescissions will fare with the Supremes?
I've been in Washington, D.C. for 10 years. I've been on the Appropriations Committee for 10 years. I believe that there is no way on God's green earth that Congress is ever going to reduce spending on its own. I'm in charge of one of the budget proposals, energy and water. I have proposed a budget that actually reduces spending a very minuscule 1.3%, and my Democratic friend's hair is already on fire. I support the president's plan to do rescission packages. I'm convinced it's the only way we're going to reduce spending, and we have to reduce spending.
But does that include pocket rescissions?
I do. I believe that it's legal. Yes.
So you're in favor of it, and then I guess somebody would sue, so it would go to the Supreme Court, and based on what happened in 1996, and that was with a Democratic president, by the way, but a line item veto. Do you see a line item veto as matching what a pocket rescission does?
No, I think it's a totally separate issue.
Okay.
I think the administration's on pretty solid ground. Could they lose, of course, but on the pocket rescission. Look, most members of the Senate, including Republicans, they see cutting spending like going to heaven. They want to go to heaven. They're just not ready to make the trip. That's what I see in terms of reduced spending.
Senator John Kennedy, always a pleasure, Senator. Thank you so much for being here. Appreciate it.